Well, if it isn't Goat versus Fish, why not go live? Why not go live, Goat versus Fish? Why not go live for a versus following the epic appearance on the Ding Dong Show? We think we just can. We think we can because Goat versus Fish can, and because I am what I am. And because I am what I am. Yes, old man G. Yes, celebration, yes, a mighty celebration. Join Goat versus Fish, join the mighty verses of Goat versus Fish. A glorious radiation of Goat versus Fish. A glorious radiation of Goat versus Fish. We believe it can be. We just did the Ding Dong Show. We just did the Ding Dong Show live, and now here's Goat versus Fish again. Here's Goat versus Fish again. We're looking at Simply Dawn. Oh, yes. I'll raid Goat versus Fish if you guys want to go see. Well, how about you just raid Goat versus Fish? You can go see Goat versus Fish. We are here. Why not return to you? We have a Goat versus Fish morning motivational going live in just 8 hours, but why not go live for a brief versus of Goat versus Fish? After the Ding Dong Show, and so. Welcome to the verses. Welcome to Goat versus Fish. Welcome to everyone who is here at this current verses, and that we believe that would be nothing. We believe that is approximately nothing for Goat versus Fish at the current verses, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, Goat versus Fish. That's okay. Goat versus Fish. Can we even see if Goat versus Fish is live at this? Hello, Frosty. Welcome back to Goat versus Fish. We are live at a strange hour, but we were just live on the world-famous Comedy Store's Don Barris's The Ding Dong Show. We just were you watching The Ding Dong Show? GG says thee. Were you watching the Ding Dong Show on Goat versus Fish? We hope that you were. In any verses, Goat versus Fish is here. Even now. Celebration. Hey, it's Sherry 2024. Welcome to Goat versus Fish. Sadly, no, but I need to now. You need to now, Lolo Frosty. How long has it been? And are you Goat or are you Fish? And hey, it's Sherry 2024. Are you Goat or are you Fish? We want to know if you are Fish. We want to know if you are Goat. We've got a Goat in the verses. Goat versus Fish. We could go live anytime, anywhere. We can thrive as Goat versus Fish. Let's get a versus back there. We want Goat versus Fish just like this. It has been a while. Well, this may surprise you, Goat. But Goat versus Fish has been going live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 a.m. to 10, really usually about 10:30 a.m., often much longer, but live at 8 a.m., Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Pacific Standard Time. We have done 7 episodes of the Goat vs. Fish Morning Motivational. So tomorrow will be episode 68. Streamer strats. Yes, we're trying an early verses, but we will be doing some late streams too. We'll be doing more late streams on Goat vs. Fish. But for now, we have been trying a new strategy, an early verses of Goat vs. Fish. We thought, why not try an early verses? Well, appreciation for the early verses. Of course, we want to do late streams too. We want to do all the verses. Lolo Frosty, because there are many like you. Hello, Bowser Big Bean Burrito. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. There are many just like you, and you want it. You want the live streams of Goat vs. Fish. You want the late streams of Goat vs. Fish. Really? There's Goat vs. Fish. There are fans of Goat vs. Fish at all hours. There are fans of Goat vs. Fish. So really, Goat vs. Fish could go live at any time. All we need is ever more justification from the congregation of Goat versus Fish. All we need is ever more justification from the congregation of Goat versus Fish. Is this post-Goat 6-7 or pre-Fish 6-8 an interesting versus? It's a versus betwixt the verses. It's a versus between the verses. And so if you want to support Goat versus Fish, of course, Lolo Frosty, of course, we have been building up the Patreon of Goat versus Fish, as you can see. The generous donors at patreon.com/GoatVsFish, the humble congregation, all of their names are written here. So if you want to join for $5, $10, or $20 versus American dollars a month, it will surely help encourage Goat versus Fish to have more time to bring the verses to you, because that's what we like to do, because that is what we like to do. All we need is hay money for goats and pebbles for fish, a.k.a. moolah. Oh, yes. We could always use more profit on Goat versus Fish. So appreciation if you do. Goat versus Fish is not sponsored by any corporation. We only bring the verses to you. Sadly, I'm unemployed. Well, that's okay. Work sounds like a lot of work to Goat versus Fish. We are not certain that for all of your work, it sounds like a lot of work. It does sound like a lot of work. Goat versus Fish. So yes, we were just live on twitch.tv/simply Don the Twitch, which you can find at exclamation ding dong. And we thought we would go live. We just thought we would go live for a little verses here. We are finding that our voice is coming through a little lower than we might like. But then if we yell, so let's give it a bit more verses. We'll give it a bit more verses. Celebration. 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 Okay, that's a fine verses. This seems like a fine verses. Yep, lol. Well, that's what we have here. It's mid verses. It's 12:09 a.m. We wanted to see if there were any who are going to come through from the Ding Dong Show, but it seems that the verses is no. What happened? What happened to Old Man G? What happened to the old radiation, Old Man G? How's it going in your time zone, Goat versus Fish? Well, today has become tomorrow. And we were pleased. Usually we have to go to the Comedy Store on Mun verses, but this verses we did not have to. We didn't have to. So we just did it live. We just did it live here on Goat versus Fish. But Lolo Frosty, let's have a little conversation. We need some relaxation from Goat versus Fish. This is what happens. Sometimes you feel like, oh, can we still stream? Do we still have the verses to do more streaming? You know what we do. We do, because all we have to do is this. We simply take this verses of Goat versus Fish, just like this. Take this verses here. We take this verses here, and we suppose we could try this. We could even try this. We could try taking the chant of Goat versus Fish. And if we're not mistaken, so there's camera 1 for Goat versus Fish, and there's this. Is that not? Do we not have a verses for this? Goat versus Fish. So we have this verses. We have this verses, and we have that verses. We have this verses, so we can take Goat versus Fish like this. We take Goat versus Fish like this. Transform. Fit to verses. Yes. Yes, there we are. Behold. Behold, a chair of goat versus fish. It's there. A chair of goat versus fish and our VIP I Can Fix Amber Heard. There's always a poll, lol. You want a poll? It seems that we could do an informal poll because it seems like it's just you, Lolo Frosty. It's just you. And a few other viewers on Goat versus Fish. We're going to get some hydration. Just mentioning it, are we? Just a little mention. Just a little mention. And now Goat versus Fish can be like this. Goat and fish and goat versus fish. We can sit with the goat and the fish like this. Hello. Welcome. BBDH 187 fish celebration. A little relaxation and little relaxation. A little relaxation just like this. Just relaxation. Which one is more comfy, the goat or the fish? Well, we think they're more comfortable when they're together. We're trying to get them to work together to increase the comfort level of goat versus fish. Isn't that versus I Can Fix Amber Heard? Isn't that versus? Oh, my versus BBDH. Oh, nice. Say, Lolo Frosty, do you subscribe to Goat versus Fish on YouTube? You probably should. We are less than 200 watch hours away from monetization on YouTube. It's something that Goat versus Fish has been striving for a very long time, and we're close. We just need another 100 watch hours or so, and off to the monetization we go. Will it make much of a difference for Goat versus Fish? It's difficult to say, but we should be monetized in every way. It has taken over 4 months of verses, but we're getting it done. We're getting it done, and we've been having fun. It just takes the dedication. It just takes the dedication of Goat versus Fish. It just takes the dedication. We're trying to make you money, YouTube. Why are you being all fancy? We're just trying to make you money. Why won't you accept it? Why won't you accept it? Why won't you accept it? But Lolo Frosty, how's been Goat? How's been the life of Goat? How's been the Frosty Goat? This is your just chatting time with Goat versus Fish. You can say whatever you wish. We brought this chair into the studio of Goat versus Fish so we can have little conversations like this. It's a fun versus. The more we use the studio of Goat versus Fish, the more we understand its powers, its many, many powers. And this is one of its powers. So you tell us, Lolo Frosty, how goes the verse? Have you triumphed the fish? What's your current fish? What's your current fish? A lot has been happening, just been gaming. Well, what sort of game are you playing? What's the name of the game? We can even move ourselves about like this to decrease your boredom. Side to side. Goat versus Fish going side to side. Hopefully you can decide if you're a goat or if you're a fish. Oh, yes. It's Goat versus Fish throughout the universe. So we could do this. We could do call-in shows like this. We realize now maybe we need to get more. Maybe we need to get some sort of station, some sort of computation station that can be a virtual computation station. That could be fun. I will give you a list. Fortnite, Infinity Nikki, Sky, Children of the Light, Loftia, and many more. Many more sounds pretty interesting. Those other games we've heard something about, but many more, that could be a whole other versus. It really gets you pondering, like, many more. Wow. Frosty says ham mods. Yes, Lolo Frosty is back in the verses. What are you doing here? You know Lolo, don't you, ham mods? Don't you know Lolo? OMG, you a VIP? Somehow ham mods became a VIP. It happened somehow. We play games together sometimes. Celebration. Well, ham mods, why don't you tell Lolo all about the Goat vs. Fish morning motivation? Ham mods is frequently joining us for the Goat vs. Fish morning motivational. Going live in about seven and a half hours. How do you know Goat vs. Fish? You're both on Twitch and you both didn't know that you both know Goat vs. Fish? What a chance meeting, what a celebration. Lolo is a goat, ham mods is a fish. Goat vs. Fish brings us all together. Welcome, YouTube viewers, to Goat vs. Fish. We're just having a chat with the congregation. It's an old school stream. You can say what you wish. You can say what you wish to Goat vs. Fish. A conversation. Oh, yes. You want to talk about VIPs, though? I knew Goat vs. Fish when they were on Periscope. Oh, Periscope Goat vs. Fish? We must have only done that twice or thrice. Periscope is ancient versus. At this point, I don't remember how I happened upon Goat vs. Fish. But I've been around for nearly 2 years. Wow, ham mods. We thought that maybe it had been longer than that, but let's say it's 2. Let's call it 2. Goat vs. Fish brings us all together. Meanwhile, BBDH has been following Goat vs. Fish for 5 years and 1 month. Lolo Frosty, 5 years and 1 week. Ah, well. BBDH 187 has been following for slightly longer. Can we believe it's been 5 years of the living streams of Goat vs. Fish? We had a few years there where Goat vs. Fish was not streaming so often, but Goat vs. Fish is back. How is Goat vs. Fish going to reach partner? How is Goat vs. Fish going to achieve 75 average viewers on Twitch? Because after we have achieved YouTube monetization, then it's like, well, how do we get partner on Twitch? It's going to be a very difficult versus. We just have to get out there. We have to get out there and increase the name and increase the fame of Goat vs. Fish. Increase the entertain of Goat vs. Fish. It all comes down to you. It all comes down to you and what you do. You go out and you ask someone, are you goat or fish? You tell them about the verses. Or you just keep doing the Goat vs. Fish show for many, many years. That's really what it takes, isn't it? Many years of Goat vs. Fish. Oh, there are some who want Goat vs. Fish to quit, but why would Goat vs. Fish quit such a legit versus when we've got Lolo Frosty and BBDH 187 right here, right now, coming together in communion once again and saying, wow, we're old friends. We both know Goat vs. Fish. We didn't know that we both know Goat vs. Fish. But we will say this, Lolo Frosty and BBDH187, if you both knew of Goat versus Fish and you were both gaming with each other, then how is it that you are only just now finding out about that you both know about Goat versus Fish? Why did you not tell each other about Goat versus Fish after all these years? Why in so many years have you not asked one another the one true question? Yo, Dragon Balls. Yo, TML is Fish. Celebration for Fish. TML is Fish. Great name. Great YouTube name. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see. That's Lolo and Ham Mods. TML. TML is Fish. Dragon Balls is Dragon Balls. Dragon Balls is Fish. Oh, you were saying that you were Fish. Dragon Balls. What's with all the fish all of a sudden? You've been Goat. You have been what you call a fancy goat, but now you are Fish. This is a major development in Dragon Balls 325. So why don't you tell us a bit about your life? Have you been growing? Have you been changing? This could be excellent verses. Oh, you woke up on the wrong side of the fence today. So you're just feeling kind of Fish. So he sees. Well, at least you're aware of the verses. It can happen. Celebration for getting out the fence. I think it just never came up in convo. Well, that's why you have to bring up Goat versus Fish. We tell you, ask someone you know, are you Goat or are you Fish? We don't just say this for the health of Goat versus Fish. We say this because we want you to spread the verses of Goat versus Fish. We still wonder, it's a verses of inspiration. How can Goat versus Fish inspire you to spread the verses of Goat versus Fish? It's like we think sometimes the congregation watches Goat versus Fish and they hear Goat versus Fish say, ask someone you know, are you Goat or are you Fish? And they say, ah, ha, ha, that's sort of a humorous verses. Oh, Goat versus Fish is always saying to ask everyone if they know if they are Goat or Fish. Oh, well, that was the show. Goat versus Fish is asking you to ask everyone you know if they are Goat or if they are Fish and to tell them about Goat versus Fish. This is a serious verses. This is a serious verses. BBDH187 appreciation. Path test is back in the verses. I told y'all vote Fish, but you wouldn't listen. Well, we got some Fish in the verses. We got BBDH187 in the verses. We have TML the Fish. Path test. Pleasant to versus you again, Path test. This is a late stream of Goat versus Fish. We used to stream at this time all the time. Now we have the Goat versus Fish morning motivation starting at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And so we're not always streaming this late, but somehow here we are. Goat versus Fish. We've just been feeling in the mood to do more live streaming lately. Connect with our audience. Connect with the Goat and Fish. Join the congregation. Grow the congregation always. All-nighter? At the discretion, at our own discretion. We will go on till everyone votes Fish. Now, Path Test, that's a versus. Try to get everyone to be Fish. Is that how the Fish finally triumph over the Goat? Stay awake, squad? If everyone were Fish, then who would Fish versus? Asks BBDH187. Would they turn on each other? Is that really the versus forward? I was going to say a lot of the games I play, I think, has more Fish than Goats. We have been noticing this in recent verses. We've been noticing more Fish in the situation. There's been more Fish references we've been finding. It used to be more Goat, but we think we're entering a Fish era. Fish are prone to eat each other. It has been known. It has been known. It has been known. Fish don't turn on each other. Only goats turn on each other. Is this true? Well, goats will headbutt each other. And fish are known to eat each other. Goat and fish, they're just sharpening. They're sharpening their verses. The fish will compete with one another so that they can grow stronger, and then the strongest of the fish will versus the goat, and the goats do very much the same. There is, of course, cultural variation between goat and fish, but they will both play and test with one another in an effort to develop their skills so that they can triumph in the verses. I know fish do eat some other fish, though. Many fish eat other fish. There are even cases of fish in captivity. It's like, oh, I got all my beautiful fish. They're all in my fish tank, and then they all just eat each other, and then there's only one fish. You go, oh, no. Big Rig 250 goat. Celebration for goat. Big Rig. Big Rig. Big Rig, we've got to tell you, Big Rig, how long, can you give us a follow age, Big Rig? How long have you been following Goat vs. Fish? Because you are here almost every versus, Big Rig. Such a reliable goat. Such a reliable goat. 2 months and 4 weeks, and such a reliable goat. Let's give a celebration for Big Rig. Big Rig, what keeps you coming back to Goat vs. Fish? Tell us, regale us with tales. You're a young goat. Well, celebration. You've got a lot of verses ahead of you. A lot of verses. Celebration. Goat on the Roof. Oh, well, we did have a YouTube short called Goat on the Roof. Goats on the Roof! And we did see some news. There are some restaurants with goats on roofs. Indeed, Ham Mods back on Twitch. 5 glorious YouTube viewers. You spoil Goat vs. Fish. Yes, there are live streamers with hundreds, thousands, millions of viewers, but you spoil Goat vs. Fish with 5 on YouTube, 7 on Twitch. You spoil Goat vs. Fish. Appreciation, and celebration for joining Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish has a congregation with which we can make conversation whenever we wish. How fortunate is Goat vs. Fish? How fortunate is Goat vs. Fish that at any versus we wish, Goat vs. Fish can go live and we can have a nice conversation with the congregation. Isn't that true? I can fix Amber Heard. Oh, yes, it's true. I can fix Amber Heard. You've hardly touched your chocolate. You've hardly touched your chocolate. I can fix Amber Heard. Don't mind if we just put it here. Don't mind if we do. I love when you ask on the street, are you goat or fish? We definitely need to do more of that. It is quite a conundrum for Goat vs. Fish because when we go live on the living streams, there is the versatility that we make monetization. But of course, you love when we ask on the street, "Are you goat or fish?" We need to get back to that. That's really the essence of Goat vs. Fish, and we always need to be doing more on that. There's always goat and fish. There's always more that needs to be done on Goat vs. Fish, with desperation. Milky Way is more fitting for Amber Heard. Perhaps so. Perhaps so. What makes you say that, though? What makes you say that, though? Lol. Lolo Frosty, did you see Goat vs. Fish having a conversation with Afro Man? Did you see the Afro Man conversation with Goat vs. Fish? OMG? Okay, Lolo Frosty, we're going to get up and we're going to show you the OMG. Yes. Okay, so you have seen the verses. Okay. We've got 6 YouTube viewers and 9 Twitch viewers. 69. 69. We're loving this. We're loving these 6 viewers. 6 viewers on YouTube. That means every hour. Every 10 minutes. Every 10 minutes is one more watch hour for Goat vs. Fish. So splendid. And we only need another 100 or so. Morning motivational number 69 soon. What should we do, Ham Mods, for morning motivational 69? What should we do? What should we do? Oh, we said we were going to have a unification celebration for 69. We said we were going to have a unification celebration for 69. Mandatory unification stream. We could also talk about the sex lives of goat and fish, but we think maybe a unification celebration would be more the verses. 69 is a pretty obvious unification, yes. Yes, indeed. I'm still hoping for the unification theme, yeah? Well, then let's do it. Let's have a unification stream on 69. Let's have a unification stream on 69, then. We'll just do it. Mandatory unification stream. Mandatory unification stream. Pondering. Your fame mogging me? TML81 watched 70 consecutive streams. Celebration. Big Tommy 6. Are you feeling mogged by Goat vs. Fish? Are you supposed to be famous? Big Tommy 6. How does it feel to get mogged? How does it feel to get fame mogged? Big Tommy 6, welcome back to Goat vs. Fish. And celebration for fish, Big Tommy 6. You're feeling mogged. Well. Mog. We've heard that like you just got mogged. Fish. Goat versus Fish, it is strange, isn't it, that in many ways Goat versus Fish has more fame and notoriety than many streamers on the interwebiverse, and yet others have a larger congregation. But maybe if Goat vs. Fish just played Minecraft all the verses, then maybe more would watch Goat vs. Fish. Or maybe if Goat vs. Fish did more Goat vs. Fish gaming, then more would watch Goat vs. Fish. But Goat vs. Fish has just got to be Goat vs. Fish. We've got to do the verses as we please. Goat vs. Fish doesn't want to fence around, wasting our time not doing the verses of Goat vs. Fish when we could be spreading the verses to you and having a celebration. Those are all bots. It is true. We have heard of this. We have heard of the great bot. We have heard of the great bottoning. We did not have any mention of this on Goat vs. Fish News, but it's true. We heard that the Twitch CEO was advocation. Was it the CEO or someone, some higher up over at Twitch was actually saying, oh, you should probably get view bots. You should probably get view bots to help you in your verses. And Goat vs. Fish doesn't want to do this. We want you all to be versus true. We want it all to be true versus. Goat vs. Fish RP, more like a Goat vs. Fish PR. We're setting new PRs every versus. Have you ever thought about going back to Kill Tony? We have thought often about this, but we would have to go to Austin, and then that means we have to travel to Austin, and then that means that we have to find and seek lodging. There's much that would have to be done. So, if you want Goat vs. Fish to go to Austin, then sponsor a trip for Goat vs. Fish. We'll go eventually, but Goat vs. Fish, there's no guarantee that we would get on Kill Tony even if we returned, but we could try. Maybe Goat vs. Fish could do stock analysis. Well, we do have stonks. We could try Goat vs. Fish stock analysis. It'll be like, it's going up. It's going down. Goat vs. Fish has been thinking of investing in fish oil futures. We don't think that fish oil is going to be flowing any faster anytime soon. Just doesn't seem to be in the verses. The fish used to be able to swim freely through the strait, but not so much anymore, and we don't think it's going to return anytime soon. Dragon Balls 325 says, we are real. This is quite a philosophical position to be taken by fish. Fish have been blockaded. It's more that the fish are blockading the goat on the boat. It's more like the fish are reasserting control over the sea of the fish and preventing goat on boat. Stock analysis? If you want stock analysis from Goat vs. Fish, we have considered having a lawyer appear on Goat vs. Fish. We want to get a lawyer streams. Have lawyer streams on Goat vs. Fish. Talk about the law. Let's make it a dish, whether it's a goat or a fish. Maybe a wish. Chester Copperpot, a great poet on the verses. A great poet on the verses. Thank you for this information. Thank you for this information. Thank you for this information. Remember, Goat and Fish, your donation, all of your tips and donation goes towards the 5-hour Friday live stream. Once we reach a total of 500 versus American dollars, it unlocks the 5-hour Friday live stream. We're currently at 200 versus American dollars and 69 cents. Let's get that infamous unpaid intern on the show. Not likely. Not a likely versus. They have no talent. They have no talent to speak of. It seems that lately they've just been trying to imitate Goat versus Fish, and it's not really versing. It's not really versing very well. They just try to imitate Goat versus Fish. Who is that, lol? Indeed. 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 Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat or are you a fish? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat or are you a fish? Why do you choose a goat? Why do you choose a fish? Why do you sit on the fence? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat? Are you fish? This is goat versus fish. Goat versus fish. Just a little song of Goat versus Fish, just for you. Just an impromptu song of Goat versus Fish. Goat vs. Fish has infinite aura. It is not to be fenced with. Indeed, Dragon Balls 325. Goat vs. Fish, irresistible aura. Fame-mogged. You've been fame-mogged by Goat vs. Fish. You've been fame-mogged by Goat vs. Fish. We are thinking maybe also more... We are thinking also more call-in shows for Goat vs. Fish. Everyone loves a call-in show. Everyone loves a call-in show. Chatting with Goat vs. Fish is just fine, but what about just perpetual call-in shows? We could be doing this. We could be having a call-in show right now. We could be having a call-in show right now, even with Goat vs. Fish. It's sort of a call-in show where communication with all of you in simultaneity. Oh, yeah, I know two who do that. You know two? How do you do? How'd you do? We were thinking of maybe a call-in show tomorrow for Goat vs. Fish. We should consider the rest of Goat vs. Fish. After all, we do have a morning motivation coming up. We do have a morning motivation coming up. Coming up soon. How long has Goat vs. Fish been like? Can we get an exclamation uptime in the congregation? Would that reveal any verses? Has it been an hour of Goat vs. Fish? 38 minutes. Oh, by verses. 22 more minutes of Goat vs. Fish for an hour of verses. We are achieving relaxation. We are thinking now. You find Goat vs. Fish in an interesting verses. On the fish side, we're comfortable as we are. On the goat side, we could go and end the stream, but then why would we do that when we're already comfortable here? Maybe Goat vs. Fish sleep stream just here. Just the rest of Goat vs. Fish. Could have the rest of Goat vs. Fish right here, right now. It was quite an extended morning motivational. Well, we're feeling motivationed. We're feeling it was a 6 or 7 hour stream. We are feeling very motivationed, especially to just acquire those last few YouTube monetization hours. We think that's part of our secret motivation to even continue these living streams now. We just want to get those hours. We just want to get those watch hours. We want to get through it. We want to do it. We want to get through it. We tire of not having monetization. We want YouTube monetization just for the verse of it. Just for the verse of it. All bask in the glory of Goat vs. Fish. It's almost there. Are we close to 3K yet? We're very close. We are less than 200 hours away. Less than 200 watch hours away. And we're collecting them even more, even as we versus. DJ Mysterium, howdy, Goat of all Goat vs. Fish. Howdy, DJ Mysterium. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. Welcome back, DJ Mysterium. It's been too long. How's the mystery DJ going? How's the mystery DJ? How's the mystery DJ? Yo. We enjoyed this virtual versus. We enjoyed this virtual versus of the Ding Dong Show. We did. But next Monday is the Netflix is a Joke Fest. Ding Dong Show Netflix is a joke. We'll do our best. Low Frosty 21 Goat. Ayo. Celebration for fish. Poultry gaming. Poultry pop. Poultry uprising. Celebration. Must be a Radioactive Chicken Head fan. Welcome to Goat vs. Fish. If I had a penny for every time I said Goat vs. Fish, I'd probably be rich. If I had a penny, can someone cheer 1 bit every time I say Goat vs. Fish? Could we do that? Could we manage that? So how's the versus going? Poultry uprising. Goat or fish? Feeling goat or fish this fine morning. Yes, the Ding Dong Show will be on Netflix as a joke, and Goat vs. Fish will be on the Ding Dong Show. So Goat vs. Fish will be on Netflix as a joke, and that's a celebration. You're well, thank you. How are ya? Well, as you can see, we're enjoying a little versus of relaxation in the new studio of Goat vs. Fish. Brought to you by viewers like you. 1 for goat, 2 for fish, says Chester Copperpot. 1 for goat and 2 for fish. The goat might get upset at this distribution. They might. If 2 for the fish, the goat may eventually cry discrimination. I need more nickels for how many times you say goat versus fish. Ah, well, now you're quintupling the verses. I'll be watching the morning motivational on my Oculus Quest for Goat vs. Fish VR. Oh, so you'll be in a virtual versus as you're watching Goat vs. Fish? Wow. Mr. Quacksard celebration, late night celebration. Yes, Mr. Quacksard. Mr. Quacksard, tell us about the verses of Deep Fat Fried. How did you come to find Deep Fat Fried? There are many viewers of Deep Fat Fried who know about Goat vs. Fish. And many who have seen Goat vs. Fish at the meetup, and yet there really should be more of them like you who join the congregation of Goat vs. Fish on the living streams. Mr. Quacksard, can you be the ambassador? Can you be a Deep Fat Fried ambassador and try to recruit some more viewers to Goat vs. Fish? Oh, the famed 2011 TJ? The famed 2011 TJ? When did Goat vs. Fish start seeing TJ? Let's just ponder this. 2011 is... Goat vs. Fish thinks that maybe it was 20... It may have been about 2016 for Goat vs. Fish. It may have been... We saw TJ earlier than that, but we really only started watching perhaps in 2016 TJ. It's still an epic versus. How can we learn and how can we grow? Does anyone even know? Senor Tomat, do you even know? This Tomat was at the Deep Fat Fried meetup. Did you know that if it wasn't for Goat vs. Fish bringing this Tomat to the New Jersey Deep Fat Fried meetup, that Tomat wouldn't have even been there? Did you know that? Except perhaps in spirit or some other such fencery. It really was Goat vs. Fish. A goat or a fish? I'd rather fish for fish. How can you goat for goat? Chester Copperpot, you raise an interesting riddle. What is that demonic thing, lol? This is Senor Tomat. Hello, my tomatinos. I fear my power wanes as I may be replaced by an onion. Once Senor Tomat was a patron of the deep fat fried, but now they call it the onion nuggets. They call it the onion nuggets, and now the onion nuggets they have nug. But why nug does not have any. I cry tears of marinara for my lack of standing in the deep fat fried. Oh, nug, what has become of me? Is that a Rotten Tomatoes plushie? This is Senor Tomat of the Deep Fat Fried podcast, also referred to as Onion Nuggets. Goat vs. Fish has been the MC for one of their meetups, and it was a fine versus along with the God Bombs who played. Paul's God. Heirloom tomato, reformed killer tomato. We don't think they were really as reformed as you might think. If they really were reformed, you would choose goat or fish, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? So it's an interesting versus. They receive hundreds, perhaps 500, 600, 1,000 viewers on their news and politics and culture, if you want to call it that. Commentation, Deep Fat Fried Onion Nuggets podcast. And Goat vs. Fish gets a glorious 1/100th of their viewership. But you know what? Goat vs. Fish is still the MC of Deep Fat Fried because Goat vs. Fish brings the verses to you. And they know that when Goat vs. Fish is IRL Goat vs. Fish, they know everyone's going to have fun. And it's a celebration. It's a celebration. Deep Fried Bird vs. Bear? Oh. Bird vs. Bear keeps sending threatening emails to Goat vs. Fish like they're going to take over the stream one day or something. Bird vs. Bear is like, I'm going to take over the stream, and anytime anyone cheers, I'm just going to yell at them and call them dumb, and I'm not going to give them any no celebration. That's what they say. They say they're going to take your insecure quest for permanent validation, and they're going to turn it around on you and just make you feel terrible for watching the stream. But you wouldn't want that, would you? You wouldn't want that, would you? You met Dinor? Goat vs. Fish did. Goat vs. Fish has been to Chateau de Paul and Amelia. They welcomed Goat vs. Fish. We have been there twice. We had a pleasant several conversation. We enjoy the grass of the land and the weed of the sea and some conversation. And we enjoyed some consumption. We may have even eaten some fish. It was a mighty fine versus. I like celebrations more, says Lolo Frosty. You're wise to do so. Monsieur Tomato suits the voice. Senor Tomat. Did D howl? Did Dinor howl? Of course. Of course. Goat vs. Fish has been on the porch. Not on the fence, but we have been on the legendary porch of Paul. We even did a stream together. You can find it if you look for Goat vs. Fish, Paul's Ego collaboration, Goat vs. Fish Deep Fat Fried. You can find a YouTube stream of Goat vs. Fish co-stream with Paul's Ego. It was a fun versus. Senor Tomat is tight. Where'd he come from? This is Senor Tomat. Senor Tomat came from the Deep Fat Fried podcast. Can someone exclamation DFF? Let's see what happens if we exclamation DFF in Twitch. Goat vs. Fish has spoken. Goat vs. Fish continues to speak. Oh, nothing happened. We should probably do a rectification of that. Okay. We can try exclamation deep. I really like this whole network. Thanks. Oh, appreciation. GoatVsFish is not formally part of any pessimist production, but GoatVsFish is in the network, you could say, insofar as we have experienced collaboration, and so a network does exist between GoatVsFish and Pessimist Productions. Looks straight out of an 80s horror film. It's pretty horrific. It's a pretty horrific fence-sitter. Ugh! It thinks it has cosmic powers and stuff. Okay, it's time. It's time for GoatVsFish. I just want to kiss my fish. I just wanna kiss my fish.
I just wanna catch my fish.
Fish. Okay, let's go to Moobot. It's time Deep Fat Fried had a permanent custom command. So let's see, YouTube. Let's remove that versus. Remove that versus. Remove that versus. Remove that versus. So let's add a new versus. We're adding a new custom command. Command name DFF. Response: GoatVsFish is the MC of Deep Fat Fried / Onion Nuggets meetups. And then we will say you can watch the podcast. You can watch TJ, Paul, and Scotty on the podcast. And we will go youtube.com/ we suppose You would ponder that we should go youtube.com/ Deep Fat Fried last stream 3 days ago, 8.9 thousand views. What about onion nuggets? Onion nuggets. Oh, my verses. You search for onion nuggets and they're... Oh, wait, did the onion nuggets channel get banned? Is that what happened? And then they went back to Deep Fat Fried? Something like that happened. So we'll go youtube.com/ @deepfatfried. Save that verses. So now, GoatVsFish, you can exclamation DFF in the congregation. GoatVsFish is MC of Deep Fat Fried Onion Nuggets meetups. You can watch TJ, Paul, and Scotty on the podcast. And there you have it. Now, now there you have it. DFF, Deep Fat Fried. You can go and you can go say hi. DTF. Now that is a versus. Down to fish. Hopefully down to fence. Hot fence sitters in your area looking for verses. Looking for perverse verses. Duncan did it. Celebrations indeed. Sun Unknown, welcome to GoatVsFish. Welcome to GoatVsFish. GoatVsFish. We'll never stop thanking the patrons of GoatVsFish because, as any Deep Fat Fried viewer will know, Twitch and YouTube both take quite a significant percentage of every contribution you ever make to GoatVsFish. So for those of you who want to support GoatVsFish, join the humble congregation. for 5, 10, or 20 versus American dollars a month. Ben, Bird Person, The Quacksinator, Jimmy Wrench, Mama Joe, Vrama Joe, Standard Average, Tugger Rugger, Hogrim, Elder Grown, Uber Kitten, Petty Stador, Eventually Gold, Prism Bloom, Psychic Buckeye 12, Drew, Lord Saturn, Karmic, Brew Lawrence, Atro, Sourdough, Watt 9807, That One Book Guy, Napoleon Doom, and the Unification Congregation I Can Fix Amber Heard Celebration. So get off that fence. We are sure that many of you, can you spare a verses? Well, you can pay for Fence Flicks. You can pay for Fence Donald Delivery. There are many verses you pay for. There are many verses you pay for that you pay more, that you pay more. You pay more than you know that you should. You pay more than you know that you could. So why not spare a mere 5 versus American dollars a month to join the humble congregation at GoatVsFish? We'll send you some stickers. Lol, I Can Fix Amber Heard. Well, that's who that is. That's who that is. That's who that is. We think we have a YouTube video of that versus. Do we? Did we publish it? Amber Heard, GoatVsFish. Oh, we don't think we've ever published the whole song. But we can at least show you this. We thought we did. We thought we published the whole verses. We thought we published the whole Amber Heard verses. But we suppose we just have this to show you. We'll just show you this. We'll just show you this. And this is a parody representation of a celebrity in the public eye. This is not meant to be confused with the genuine article. Fictitious or real are not to be confused with whatever that legal jargon they use at the beginning of South Park. I want someone to fix me. You heard me right. Someone who knows how to plant a tree in my backyard. And with a few employees who are confused by their latest addiction to a cult that they found online. And this is a parody representation. You get the verses. You get the verses. You get the verses. You get the verses. A classic beauty. This is a parody representation. So that wasn't really Amber Heard, it was. It was really Amber Heard singing about being a parody representation of themselves. Amber Heard was singing about not being the real Amber Heard. Ugh. Axio, welcome to GoatVsFish. I'm still reeling from the I Can Fix Amber Heard choosing Goat. It was a brief versus. This year's I Can Fix Amber Heard. Right here. This is our current VIP. They paid $100 versus American dollars to have their picture here, to sit beside GoatVsFish. So if you want to be in the VIP chair, then you just simply exclamation point tip $100 versus American dollars. We all saw Amber Heard choose Goat. We saw it. I Can Fix Amber Heard was a Goat, was originally a Goat many verses ago. They only stayed Goat for a few verses. But yes, I Can Fix Amber Heard did choose GOAT in order to enjoy the glory of triumph for a brief versus, and then they went back on the fence. That's just the stolen valor of the fence hitter. Stolen valor. Stolen valor. That's something Fancy Fence would do. Watch hours, 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 watch hours. Watch hour accumulation. Those musics, although mighty, would sink to the bottom of the sea of the fish. The mussels, you say? Oh, the mussels. Could try. They could try. I Can Fix Amber Heard's head is pretty fat, so that might keep them afloat for at least a few verses. Why the watch hours? Because YouTube will not allow monetization of your channel unless you achieve 3,000 watch hours over a 365-day period. 3,000 valid watch hours, whatever the fence that means. And then that allows you to get memberships and super chats. And then if you reach 4,000 hours over a 365 versus period, then you can earn monetization for ads that play on your verses. So why the watch hours? Because YouTube is stingy and doesn't want to pay you. And you can imagine, because now you may say, well, what about Deep Fat Fried? Deep Fat Fried is now streaming on Kick. And because they tire of YouTube's fenciness, so they stream on Kick. And so why would GoatVsFish go through all this verses of trying to achieve monetization on YouTube for a few humble and never the fence glorious supporters on YouTube and paltry monetization offerings, when GoatVsFish could, for a versus, live stream on Kick and Twitch simultaneously instead of the reverse verses, and make more monetization or some such verses. And all we can say is that YouTube is a larger platform than Kick. It's true. And GoatVsFish, we just know that somehow, some way, one versus or another, monetization shall be achieved on all platforms. And we're just doing one at a time. We're doing one at a time. And we hope that once GoatVsFish has achieved monetization on YouTube, that perhaps YouTube will say, hey, now that GoatVsFish has monetization, maybe we should boost them in the algorithm, because then there might be more money to be made for us. But GoatVsFish knows, we know, you in the congregation, you know that the algorithm is offensive to GoatVsFish, whether it be on Twitch or on YouTube. You know that the only verses that you're here now is because you have gone out of your way. You've gone out of your way to say hi to GoatVsFish. You've gone out of your way to join the congregation of GoatVsFish, because you know as well as any that the algorithm is not doing any favors to GoatVsFish. It doesn't know what to do with GoatVsFish. It's like, oh, you want to watch a video about goat? You want to watch a video about fish? And someone's like, wait, versus? That's not the kind of goat or fish I was thinking about. I was looking for hunting or something. Goat, Hi-Fi Protege. Hey, Hi-Fi. The more you know about YouTube. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Sheesh, that's like 1,000 hours per day. Indeed. Indeed. You're pretty sure you found GVF via radiation? Most likely so. Sun Unknown 96. Back in the Fence-demic, that's how GoatVsFish grew our channel in the early verses. We would just outlast everyone. We would just do living streams until 4 or 5 in the morning and just wait for everyone else to end their stream, and then GoatVsFish would be the only one left to receive the radiation. It was a beautiful way to grow the stream of GoatVsFish, but it also meant that GoatVsFish was up quite late every verses. Every verses late GoatVsFish. Sun Unknown has been following GoatVsFish for 3 years and 2 months. Celebration. Hi. It feels like no matter how many times Goat vs. Fish explains the situation with the verses of the YouTube monetization, there's always someone who either forgot or doesn't understand. Maybe some of you are just falling asleep to the sound of Goat vs. Fish. You were just listening to our voice, and it puts you to sleep. You may not even be hearing anything that we're saying. You are just dreaming of Goat vs. Fish. The COVID streams were wild. It was a fine time for Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish was making some pretty steep monetizations back in those verses, and Goat vs. Fish will not deceive you. When we stopped receiving massive donations because the Fence-demic was ended and the Goat and Fish were going out into the universe and buying concert tickets again, we felt a lack of motivation for a versus. We thought, well, we used to do a living stream and we used to make fine monetization, and now Goat vs. Fish can living stream for many hours and we can make Fence all. But then Goat vs. Fish remembered the true verses of Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish remembered the true verses, and that it is not about the profit of Goat vs. Fish, though we are not ashamed to ask for it. We are not ashamed to ask for your contribution. Never are we ashamed to ask. But that's not what it's all about. It's about the congregation of Goat vs. Fish. It is about the congregation, and that is the true celebration. Back during COVID, oh yes, Goat vs. Fish began living streaming during the Fence-demic. You could construct a new viral versus. Okay, sounds great. Let's do it. Goat vs. Fish goes viral because you share a Goat vs. Fish. Remember that always. It happens when you share a Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish goes viral when you share a Goat vs. Fish. But yes, maybe we can make a new Goat vs. Fish virus in the lab, and it just infects everyone. It infects everyone with strength and confidence. Ronaldo is GOAT. Oh, we've heard that. Welcome to the verses. Hisha Mishu 1138. Why is Ronaldo the GOAT? Why is Ronaldo the GOAT? Why not Ronaldo Fish? What is your evidence? What is your evidence? We want stats. We want numbers. Why is Ronaldo really the GOAT? Oh, everyone says Ronaldo's the GOAT, but where's your proof? Where's your proof? We want to hear it. We want to hear about Ronaldo the GOAT. How about TikTok? A fair versus. Goat vs. Fish could attempt TikTok as well. We could try to monetization on TikTok. We could try all of these verses. We want to try them all. We suppose we'll try them all, but Goat vs. Fish likes to focus on one versus. It may be slow. You may say it is slow, but Goat vs. Fish, we find that we triumph more when we focus on one versus. And this versus, we've been focusing on the YouTube monetization of Goat vs. Fish. And after we have achieved this, then Goat vs. Fish will feel free to focus on other verses. And we are so close. We are so very close to YouTube monetization. And with each minute that you are watching this living stream on YouTube, you are bringing us closer to that monetization. We just got to grind it out for a final versus. It does for posting feed pics. Goat vs. Fish could attempt to monetize the feat of Goat vs. Fish. After all, we did win FootFest 2022. After all, we could sell feet pics. Who wants to buy the feet pics from Goat vs. Fish? Weedpipe says Ronaldo is fish. Weedpipe says Ronaldo is fish. You've got someone making contradictions with you. Ronaldo is GOAT. He has skill, man. 30 balloon door. 30 golden balloons. 30 gold balloons. Ronaldo GOAT, mighty verses. Weedpipe says Ronaldo's fish. Doesn't care about those 30 balloons. Hooray for Finn, says Hi-Fi Protege. So, who was the GOAT before Ronaldo was GOAT? Messi or Ronaldo? Now we've got a debate about who's the GOAT. Now we've got some debate and discussion, some discrepancy. Now maybe it's a Messi GOAT. Now maybe it's a Messi GOAT. But the goats do be goat and the fish do be fish. fish? Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence. Can fish versus with balloons? We've seen balloons that are in the shape of fish. We've seen balloons in the shape of fish. Cowabunga dude, appreciation again for rating Goat versus Fish. If we can get a shout out for the Cowabunga dude. You rated Goat versus Fish at a late versus. We then did the Ding Dong Show live. And now we return to bring you more Goat versus Fish. We really do appreciation you coming to Goat versus Fish, the Cowabunga dude, so late in the verses. We apologization we had to end the stream so soon. It is great to versus with you again, the Cowabunga dude. It's great to versus with you again. How goes your living streams? How goes your living streams of celebration? Lolo Frosty says, I didn't watch a lot of soccer or football. Goat. Are you goat or are you fish? 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 Are you goat or fish? Is a turtle a goat or a fish? Oh, it's going just that fine, isn't it? Celebration for fishball. Fishball. It would be fun to have a goat versus fish sports meetup situation. Maybe that's how Goat versus Fish gets famous. We just copy the Beast games, but we just have a team goat and team fish. We've got 5 goat and 5 fish. Maybe that's what we do. We get a 2-on-2 basketball game, and 2 of them are wearing goat masks and 2 of them are wearing fish, and we just record it and see what happens. You look like Zlatan. Is that another football player? A turtle is a goat, but a sea turtle is a fish? Interesting verses. There's a schism. A schism among the shell havers. A schiz. They're the world's most fearsome fighting fence. Turtles are closer to goats, I think. Even the sea turtle? Even the sea turtle? Even the sea turtle? These are the questions. We could do this living stream forever, however. Monetary divide between the goat and the fish. Whoever has more at the end of the stream wins the verse. That's not the only verses. The Cowabunga dude. There are also radiations. You can raid goat versus fish. That counts for verses. Also, we count how many goat and how many fish. That also counts for verses. So, subscriptions and tips. Those are each a versus each. So, you can score a lot of points with monetization. However, it's not the only verses. You can also win polls. You can also win marble races. Those also count for verses. Buy me a FIFA 26 World Cup ticket. How much is a FIFA 26 World Cup ticket? How much is it? How much? The fence is in it too. The fence has been known to try to fence up goat versus fish. But we'll never offer the fence a win, will we? No. Fence-sitters can't win. They can only choose. They can't win. They cannot lose. They can only choose. Come on now. You want Goat versus Fish to buy you a FIFA 26 World Cup ticket? Well, how much is it? Let's get to negotiation. $4,000 per person, $50 million for VIP. Okay, so $4K. 4K, you want Goat vs. Fish to buy you a $4,000 ticket to the World Cup. Well, do you subscribe to the Goat vs. Fish YouTube channel? Let's start with that. Let's start with the simple verses. Are you subscribed to Goat vs. Fish? Okay, I did celebration. Celebration. Can we get some celebration in the congregation? They follow Goat vs. Fish. They are subscribed to Goat vs. Fish. Celebration. Oh, Lolo Frosty subscribes. Oh, yes. Next verse is, you want Goat vs. Fish to buy you the ticket, but what about your travel expenses? How are you going to get here? What, we just going to buy you a ticket and then what? Is it Ronaldo versus Messi? Is it really happening? Is Ronaldo versus Messi Goat versus Fish? So if you want Goat vs. Fish to buy you a $4,000 ticket, then how about this? How about you make a donation to Goat vs. Fish for $5,000. And if you make a $5,000 donation to Goat vs. Fish, then Goat vs. Fish will buy you one $4,000 ticket. How about that? How's that sound? We'll take care of it. We'll take care of it all for you. You make a donation of $5,000 and Goat vs. Fish will buy you a ticket of $4,000. But probably after taxation and ticket fees, it's probably going to be $5,000. So we'd better ask for $6,000. Ooh. Ah. Sir, I am poor and have no money, honey. Well, maybe you should work on that. After all, if you had been Goat vs. Fish, you could have made 10 cents right now. Isn't that great? Someone anonymous just oohed and awed at Goat vs. Fish. The privilege of oohing and awing on Goat vs. Fish. Focus on career, not girls, because GF is temporary, but success is permanent. Goat vs. Fish disagrees. You have been fed a false verses. First verse is GF is temporary, false. GF stands for goat fish. GF stands for goat fish, and we all know that Goat vs. Fish, the goat fish, is not a temporary versus. We know that it is forever. So that's your first false verses. GF is forever because goat fish is a forever versus. Yes, now you're beginning to understand. The second verse is anyone who is anyone who's grifting to you, they say GF is temporary, but success is permanent. Listen, we've got a verses for you. It's all temporary. It's all temporary except for Goat vs. Fish. Goat vs. Fish continues. Goat vs. Fish has had success. Goat vs. Fish has had harsh rejection. Goat vs. Fish has been at the top of the verses, and then there are times when they say, Goat vs. Fish is all washed up. Even now at this very verses, like a goat versus a fish, there are some who say, Goat vs. Fish is the best thing in the universe, and there are others who say Goat vs. Fish is all flagged out. Even now on Discord, there's someone who is just DMing Goat vs. Fish and saying how our channel sucks and no one's watching it anymore and it's all a false verses, and Goat vs. Fish has explained to them that they are merely wasting the time of Goat vs. Fish, but they seem to still want to try to bait Goat vs. Fish. So even with there are successes of Goat vs. Fish, so you may earn a success, you may earn some accolades, you may even earn respect. But ponder this: how many of them are there who have achieved fame, and success, and then 10 years later, 20 years later, everyone says, they're lame now. Oh, they used to be somebody, but now they're a has-been. If it were true that success is permanent, then there would be no such verses as it has been. Because once you had achieved success, it would be a forever versus. So anyone who is trying to convince you that GF is temporary but success is permanent is giving you a false versus. You may enjoy the fleeting sensation of success. You may enjoy the fleeting sensation of time with GF. But we'll tell you this. All they really want you to do is work. They want you to work harder to earn that success. Because as long as you're working for someone else, then your success means more profit for them. So do not be deceived. They say, oh no, you don't want meaningful connections with a GF. No, forsake all of that and instead just hustle and make money for someone else and then hope that you get some crumbs. GoatVsFish is here to tell you that that's a false versus and that they're taking advantage of you. Don't believe it. Look for a new guru. Look for a new role model. GoatVsFish. Don't listen to that false verses. And if your teacher slapped you, then GoatVsFish does not like to hear that. GoatVsFish does not endorse violence. Hello, Billy Powerman 2264. Welcome to GoatVsFish. We are here to offer you wisdom, comfort in these trying times, and also the question, are you goat or are you fish? So hello. GoatVsFish. Yes, 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 yes. You say it well. You're starting at AJP versus ChatGPT. Oh no, all that artificial intelligence. Oh, it's a false versus. And it can only, if it's any verses that are true, it's only because it's ripping off GoatVsFish. It's only because the algorithm has been fed GoatVsFish, and now it's just a regurgitation. Celebration for successful fish and goat. Oh, we celebrate the success of fish and goat. Celebration. GoatVsFish mogs the manosphere. It's not hard. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is have a shred of confidence. And we believe in you. Borrow some from GoatVsFish. Are you fish or are you fish? Almost. It's are you goat or are you fish? Search Google who is AJP. How about you search Google for who is GoatVsFish? AJP is the worst person. Well, then GoatVsFish doesn't really care about anything to do with them. If they want to have a conversation with GoatVsFish, we'll ask them if they are goat or if they are fish, and we'll go from there. But GoatVsFish doesn't need to search for the worst person on the interwebiverse when you have the greatest verses on the interwebiverse right here, right now. Welcome to GoatVsFish. You found the greatest verses. Why spend our time aiming for the most horrible things when you've got the greatest verses in the universe right here? What does that mean? I'm brand new here. What does what mean, Billy Power Max? Whatever do you mean? Whatever do you mean? What do you mean? You're new here. Celebration and welcome. Can we get a welcome for Billy Power Max 2264? Please subscribe to GoatVsFish. We are so pleased that you are new here. Goat or fish? Goat or fish? What does goat or fish mean? Well, if you insist on getting an explanation, then allow GoatVsFish to give you one. Okay? Please allow us to give you one. So you want an explanation? We'll see what we can do. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish is goat versus fish. And it is what it is. Goat versus fish, the mighty goatfish. Goat versus fish is a goat and a fish. And the goat and fish versus. Goat versus fish brings the verses to you. We promise the verses we tell you are true. Ooh, what's goat versus fish? You haven't a clue. But it is something to do for viewers like you. It is something to do, and it comes from within you. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for goat. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Celebration for fish. Goat are always versus the fish. The fish are always versus the goat. And it was written, and it was wrote that goat versus fish and fish versus goat. If that doesn't make any sense, just please don't sit on the fence. No, don't sit on the fence. Some say goat versus fish is a sham. Some say goat versus fish is a scam. Some say goat versus fish is just spam. But I am what I am. It's not dolphin versus lamb. No, it's goat versus fish for as long as you wish, and it's live on the screen. What does that even mean? It's goat versus fish, and the unity of goat fish. Do you be goat? 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 Do you be fish? Do you be fish? Do you be fish? Do you be goat? Do you be goat? goat or do you be fish? Because the goats do be goat and the fish do be fish. Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence. Well, goat are of the land and fish are of the sea. About a goat versus fish, which one do you be? Do you be goat or a fish? Do you be goat or a fish? Because the goats do be goat and the fish do be fish. Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence. Now repeat after goat versus fish. A doobie 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 be doobie 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 go to doobie go to be goat or doobie fish or doobie goat or a fish because the goat doobie goat and the fish doobie fish. Do you be goat or a fish? Don't sit on the fence. Because the goats do be goat and the fish do be fish. Do you be goat or a fish? None of your questions will be answered, but please consider subscribing to Goat vs. Fish. Well, I came across a Billy Power Max, and the verses said to me, if you want to get at the heart of things, well, you gotta choose goat or fish. Sitting fence won't get it done, no, winner gotta get that verse. Nothing worse than choosing goat or fish when a fence sitter got there first. Climb a little steeper on the hill, go to climb a little steeper on the hill. If you want to verse a fish in that gill, then yeah, you gotta climb a little steeper on the hill, or somebody else will climb a little steeper on the hill, go to climb a little steeper on the hill. If you want to verse a fish in that gill, then yeah, you gotta climb a little steeper on the hill. Well, a true goat needs a true fish, yeah, it's the verses that'll keep them strong. A fish will be there to verse his goat when the fence is getting long. There's nothing like goat versus fish, it's a verse that was meant to be. A bond of fish is gonna verse your goat like my fish versus me. Swim a little deeper in the sea, fish will swim a little deeper in the sea. If you want to be the mightiest fish there be, you gotta swim a little deeper in the sea. Swim a little deeper in the sea, fish will swim a little deeper in the sea. If you want to be the mightiest fish there be, you gotta swim a little deeper in the sea. Are you a goat or a fish? Yes, they are you a goat or a fish. If you want to do the mightiest verse there is, then you gotta choose a goat or a fish. Are you a goat or a fish? Yes, they are you a goat or a fish. If you want to do the mightiest verse there is, then you gotta choose a goat or a fish. Thank you for being entertained. But I'm also sleep deprived and delirious, but I'm not sure this is even real. Billy Powers, we'll just tell you this. We've known the verses for so very long. We've known the verses for so very long. We know the verses, and so do I. Goat versus fish. The verses for so very. Goat versus fish. Never gonna choose a goat, never gonna choose a fish, never gonna choose a goat or a fish. Never gonna choose a goat, never gonna choose a fish, never gonna choose a goat or a fish. Never gonna choose a goat, never gonna choose a fish, never gonna choose a goat or a fish. You know the verses, and so do I. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, Billy Powers. Are you goat or are you fish? Dream of goat versus fish. Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat or a fish? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you goat or a fish? Billy Powers Max, please subscribe on Goat vs. Fish. We have morning motivationals 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and occasionally whenever else you find Goat vs. Fish. You can find Goat vs. Fish at GoatVsFish on all social media at Goat vs. Fish, Instagram, Twitter, Book of Faces. You can even become a Patreon patron of Goat vs. Fish on patreon.com/Goat vs. Fish. There are so many ways to support Goat vs. Fish. Hey, cut that out. I was trying to eat a late night sandwich. Hey, cut that out right now. I was trying to eat a late night versus Z, 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 Z. Hey, cut that out. I was trying to eat a late night sandwich. Mighty birthday to you. Mighty birthday to you. Mighty birthday, dear goat or fish. Mighty birthday to you. mighty birthday to you. Goat or fish, mighty birthday to you. Goat or fish, mighty birthday. Dear Billy Powers, mighty birthday to you. Unless it's a very merry birthday to you. A very merry birthday to you. Now choose a goat or fish, my fence, and make your verse come true. A very merry birthday to you. A very merry birthday to you, a very merry birthday to you. Now choose a goat or fish, my fence, and make my verse come true. A very merry birthday to you. Another year older, another year closer to death. Another verse older, another verse sat on the fence. Oh, goat may have passions and fish may have dreams, but goat versus fish not as long as it seems. Fish by fish, goat by goat, gonna make this verses grow. All it takes is a fish and a goat and a place to ask around. Are you fish or are you goat? Fence sitters say they don't know. So we ask 'em, are you fish or a goat, till the fence comes crumbling down. Let's hear it for a goat. Let's hear the goat now. Let's hear the goat. Now the fish, now the fish. Teak on Maine with 10 gifted subs. The goat versus fish. Oh my verses, oh my verses. What an amazing celebration, an amazing unexpected celebration. And if your head explodes, verses in your ear, a sound that everyone seems to hear. And if the band you're with starts playing a different tune, a fish, I'll see you on the verse side of the goat versus fish. And if the band you're with starts playing a different tune, a fish, I'll see you on the verse side of the fence. And I think I'm gonna take long as I wish. I might not even choose a goat or a fish. I'm not the one they think I am at home. Not fish nor goat. No, I'm a fence sitter. A fence sitter sitting on a fence up here alone. Teak on Maine. We don't know from whence you came, but appreciation for that 10 gifted verses to Goat versus Fish. 10 gifted verses to Goat versus Fish. But I was high on the fence by then. Seems like Versmiss is coming early this year. Versmiss is coming early thanks to Teak on Maine. Goat versus fish, fish versus goat, in perpetual style. In the air there's a feeling of goat versus fishmas. Horns are clashing, fins are splashing, it's a mighty melee. And to every fence sitter we say, are you goat? Are you goat? Are you fish? Are you fish? It's Versmiss time, goat and fishy. I hear them blub. I hear them bleat. Soon it shall be Versmiss Day. Appreciation, Teak. Appreciation. A celebration, celebration, global fish markets rise as the mountain goats make merry purchase. Merchandising, advertising, it's a presently task, and to every fence sitter we ask, are you goat? Are you fish? It's Versmiss time, goat and fishy. I hear them blub. I hear them bleat. Ah! Soon it shall be Versmiss Day. Soon it shall be. I don't ask a lot this Versmiss. There is just one thing I need, and I don't care about fence sitters sitting by the fence tree. I just really want to note, if you are a fish or goat, make my verse come true. All I want for Versmiss is you to choose a goat or a fish. My goat or fishy baby. Goat or fish like maybe. You will find the goat and fish are mingling. In your mind, the one true question tingling. Celebration Big Tommy Fish. Will temporarily suspend shit flinging when we hear those beard bells ringing. Well, we're checking it twice and we're making a list. We're gonna find out who's goat and who's fish. Goat versus fish. Oh, we always forget that verses. Goat versus fish. Goat versus fish is asking around. That's the verses. Making it twice and we're checking a list. We're gonna find out who's goat and who's fish. Goat versus fish is asking around. It is a morning versus, and we're getting a bit loud with it, but someone came in and was asking about what was Goat versus Fish. Carrie West Bay, thank you for rating Goat versus Fish with 1 rater. And then we got 10 gifted subscriptions, 10 big gifted verses from Teak on Main Appreciation. Teak on Main, thank you for your support of Goat versus Fish. And because you're here with 10 glorious gifted verses, that's a huge contribution to Goat versus Fish. If you want to support Goat vs. Fish, we also have patreon.com/Goat vs. Fish. Consider $5 versus American dollars a month to Goat vs. Fish, or you can follow Goat vs. Fish on all social media, Goat vs. Fish. And watch the morning motivationals of Goat vs. Fish Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. We're just giving you this bonus verses. Goat versus Fish versus Goat versus Fish. Goat versus Fish versus Goat versus Fish. Are you goat? Are you fish? Goat versus Fish. Are you a goat or a fish? 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 Are you a goat or are you fish? Are you a goat or fish? Are you a goat or are you fish? Are you a goat or a fish? Are you a goat? Are you a goat or a fish? Your boyfriend is goat? We got some goat on fish action. Sexy verses. Don't wanna be a fence American idiot. I'm not a part of your fence neck agenda. Now everybody sit up on the fence, yeah? And sit along in the age of fence annoying ya. Welcome to a new kind of verses, one in which all of the goat and fishes are gonna be trapped behind the fence. Department of Defense in the street, but the fish will blub and the goat will bleat until the fences come down. Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Are you goat or are you fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish? Goat or fish? All the songs are Goat versus Fish. Every one. Every single song. Every single song is Goat versus Fish. Something like that. You can parody that all day. I wonder if Mr. Crowley was a goat or a fish. Oh, that would be a whole other verses. That would be a whole other verses. That would be a whole other verses. Well, we just lost in-ear monitors on Goat vs. Fish. Are you goat or a fish? And we're back. Ooh. Well, one verse is for certain. We achieved 10 gifted subs on Goat vs. Fish. That was a glorious celebration. Teak on Maine. What do we know about Teak on Maine? They have been following since January 31st, 2025. Well, appreciation, Teak. Big appreciation. Is Teak on Maine a streamer themselves? It doesn't. They did stream 20 days ago with 45 views, so we'll give them a follow just for Goat vs. Fish in case they want to stream again. 10 gifted subs. 10 gifted subs. Ooh, R Pike. What? R Pike Fish now? R Pike the streaming fish. So we got 10 subs from Goat vs. Fish, 10 subs from Goat vs. Fish from Teak on Maine, and 10 subs means 30. That's 30 versus American dollars. And as we know, we are keeping track. We're trying to reach 500 versus American dollars. And once we reach 500, it's going to be 5-hour Friday stream. So let's add 30 versus American dollars. 230.69 celebration. 230.69 celebration. 230.69 celebration. We've increased the verses. We've increased the verses. We've increased the verses. But then again, that's really supposed to be for sunshine in the morning motivation. But we're still going to do it for Goat versus Fish. We're still going to do it for Goat versus Fish. We're still going to do it. You still deserve versus it. You deserve versus it. Making a note now of Goat versus Fish. Making a note now of Goat versus Fish. So here's the verses. On this verses. And on this verses of 428. $30 versus American dollars. 30 versus American dollars. 30 versus American dollars. 30 versus American dollars. Oh, but there was Lord Saturn with the bonus 5 verses as well. So we'll call it 35 versus American dollars. 35 versus American dollars. Lord Saturn tip. We'll call it 30. We'll call it 34 versus American dollars. Lord Saturn tip. Lord Saturn tip and 10 gifted subs. And that's verses. And it was written, and it was written. So that's been the verses of Goat versus Fish. Weed pipe, Goat versus Fish to you. Weed pipe, Goat versus Fish to you. Let's have a look at this verses. Let's have a look at this verses. Let's have a look at this verses. Let's have a look at the YouTube of Goat versus Fish. Analytics of Goat versus Fish. Earn monetization. As you can see, we are at 2,813 watch hours. 2,813 watch hours out of 3,000. And that was as of April 23rd. So if we look at the analytics of Goat versus Fish from the 23rd, so we've got another from the 23rd. So we've got another 11 hours, another 15 hours, another 19 hours, and yesterday versus 40 hours. So we've got another about 60 hours there of Goat versus Fish. 60 hours of Goat versus Fish. And what did we versus today? And what are we versing now? What about this current live? What about this current live? Another 8 hours of Goat versus Fish. So we can call it 60. We'll call it 65 hours of conservative versus. There are currently 65 uncounted hours of Goat versus Fish. 65 uncounted watch hours of Goat versus Fish. So if we add 65 uncounted watch hours, that puts us at 2,878. 2,878, which means we've still got some more watch hours to go. But we'll be getting more on the next Goat versus Fish show. So appreciation for joining Goat versus Fish. Appreciation for joining Goat versus Fish on this Mighty Versus. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the tips. And once again, please consider joining the Patreon of Goat versus Fish. It's a great way to support. 5 versus American dollars, 10 versus American dollars, $20 a month. You pay enough. You pay enough for one mere gallon of gas a month. You can make a big difference to Goat versus Fish. Appreciation. Consider joining the patreon.com/Goat versus Fish to have your name listed in this illustrious list. In celebration. We will watch more YouTube of Goat versus Fish. Appreciation, Weed Pipe. Appreciation. So we'll see you, YouTubers. We'll see you in about 6 hours when there will be a morning motivation of Goat versus Fish. Celebration, YouTube.